Hello everyone, hope you're doing great and welcome back to another video from devtechie.com. And in this video we are going to be building this star review view from scratch. So I just want to show you how this works, and then we're gonna build it out completely in SwiftUI. And to demo it, I'm gonna actually put it in one of the app that we are building for Apple Foundation Models framework course. And in this course, you actually have this on-device LLM that can generate ideas, app ideas for you. So this is one of the app that is covered in the Apple Foundation Models course. But let me show you how the functionality works. So you generate the idea and basically you get a new app idea generated and a potential rating that you could reach, and this is purely generated on device using on-device LLM. So the part that we're going to be building is going to be this guy right here, where you can show the star rating and this fill view to basically accurately represent how many stars for the review. And as you can see, that this not only supports the star rating for full star like 1, 2, 3, 4, but this one is approximately 4.5, so it's basically half covered with the color, and other half is gray. So this is very dynamic in nature, and the way we're gonna build it, you can just drop this control into your app and start using it right away. Okay, so this is the app that we're gonna build, not this, but basically just this portion in the app is what we're gonna focus on. Okay, all right, so if you're interested in learning the Apple Foundation models, then devtechie.com has many courses on it. So I would highly recommend you to go and visit devtechie.com, and under all courses you're gonna find courses for Apple Foundation models. We are coming up with another one, which is a next level in the series, which takes a deep dive into much more detail about how the guided generation and streaming works. But these are your foundation model courses and machine learning courses that you can find on devtechie.com, along with everything else, for example, on your SwiftData, on your iOS 26, and some practical apps as well. Okay, all right, so with that, let's go ahead and get started. So we are going to jump into the Xcode. Okay, so our Xcode is open, and we're gonna start with import for SwiftUI, and we're gonna create our struct. Our struct is gonna be called star rating view, and it's gonna conform to the view protocol. And let's go ahead and build basically a preview as well. And our preview is going to show the star rating view for right now, but we're gonna come back and add more rating views to display different types of ratings. So let me go ahead and refresh this, and let's go ahead and build. Okay, all right, so that was the error coming from the class that uses this star rating view for the foundation model scores. So okay, so that's all fixed. Let's go ahead and keep going. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with basically a couple of properties. So first property is going to be a rating, which is going to be an input into the view. So we're going to create let rating, and this is going to be a double type, and this is essentially going to be a range ranging from 0.0 to 5.0. Okay, so this is going to be the range that we are expecting it to basically receive. And then we're going to have a state property, and this state property is going to basically animate the rating. So animate rating, and this is going to be basically not a Boolean type, but it's going to be a double type, and we're going to say 0.0 animated rating is what we're going to call it. All right, so now we are expecting ratings to be passed in. So I'm going to create a VStack here, and in this VStack we're going to create a view ratings. Okay, and we're going to create ratings, for example, 4.7, 3.5, 2.2, 1, 1.9. Okay, and let's go ahead and add rating parameter name. Actually, it's been missing with in all of them. There we go. Okay, so now what we should basically see is let's go ahead and refresh this. There we go. Okay, and let's go ahead and add some padding here as well. There we go. All right, we're gonna add a little bit of spacing or increase spacing between these guys so they have some breathing room, and this is gonna start looking a little bit nice once we have, like, star rating start to appear here. Okay, so in the body what we're gonna do is we're gonna first create an H stack with spacing of 6 points. Inside the H stack, we're going to create a for each, and this is going to basically create a star view. Star view is a computer property that we're going to create, which basically is going to draw the star using as a symbol. Okay, so we're going to create our for each, and this is going to range 0 to less than 5, and we're gonna get the index. Okay, and we're gonna use our text view right now to print the index. Like that. Okay, all right, so you can see these index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're gonna have, like, 5 stars are gonna appear here, and there are multiple because, like, we have, like, multiple of these. Now we're gonna always have 5 stars. It's just like, the fill level for each star is going to be different, and it's gonna depend on the rating parameter itself. First, let's go ahead and define our star view. So we're gonna create our view builder. And this is going to be for index int, and this is going to return some view. Okay, then we're gonna have fill amount, and this fill amount is going to be basically determined based on animated rating property minus double of the index and 0, and the min of, like, either this value, the computer value for the animated rating, or 1. Okay, so that's gonna be our fill amount that we're gonna basically use, and then we're gonna have a Z stack here. Inside the Z stack, we're gonna have an image with system name star dot fill, and this is going to be a resizable. There we go. Let's make it scale to fit, and foreground style, let's make this a gray color, gradient opacity 0.3. Okay, and let's go and change this to use the star view for index as the rating. Okay, so you can see we have like, all these stars appearing now. And let's go ahead and create another image view. So we're gonna have another image, system name, star.fill. This is once again going to be resizable, scale to fit, and then we're going to have a foreground style, and this is going to be a linear gradient, and we can the version that we're going to use is gonna basically be the overload that takes colors. So the colors are gonna be yellow and orange. It's gonna start from leading, and the endpoint is gonna be trailing. Okay, so this is how it's gonna look like. And then we're gonna create a mask on this. So mask is going to be on the on this fill image. Okay, and the mask will depend on how much we need to fill. Okay, so that's why we're gonna create a mask on the fill image. And first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna create our geometry reader. Okay, this gives us access to geometry proxy, and within that we're going to create a rectangle with the frame, and the width of the frame is going to be determined by the geometry.size.width times the fill amount, how much fill we need to provide. Okay, and we're going to have another frame with max width as infinity and alignment as leading. Okay, and what we're going to do is we are going to basically set the frame here for the entire thing. So for the Z stack, we're going to set the frame with width as 30 points and height as 30 points. There we go. Okay, so that is going to size our view. Now for right now, as you can see that our ratings are not appearing even though we are passing them. The reason is that we are relying on animated rating, and animated rating is 0. So we are going to animate this value when the view appears. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go onto our view and we're going to say on appear, and here we're going to basically say with animation, and the animation is going to be ease in out with duration of 0.6. Let's do 0.6 as the time it takes for animation to complete, and we're gonna take the animated rating and pass it to the and basically fill it with the rating that is applied, and there you go. You have the ring value basically changes, rating value changes, and your animated your stars are filled in an animated fashion. Okay, now we also want to make sure that when the ratings change, it is applied to the animated rating as well. So we're going to say on change of rating. Okay, and new on change modifier gives you old value and new value in the trailing closure. So we're going to ignore the old value and we just rely on the new value. And what we want to do is we want to do exactly same thing as here. Okay, so whenever the value changes, we want to make sure we update the rating. Let's go ahead and try this out. So we're going to change this to 2.9, and there you go. Let's do 1.5, and sorry, 1.5, and there you go, 1.5 star. And let's change this to 2.9 and 3.9. So this is basically how you can build your entire ratings view, essentially in SwiftUI from scratch. And as you can see, it's not much code. It's like, it's a pretty small amount of code, but we were able to achieve such great functionality with this. All right. So with that, we have reached the end of this video. Once again, this is one of the component that we're going to be building or using inside the foundation models framework. So if you're interested in learning how LLMs and on-device LLMs work in iOS, I would highly recommend you watching these foundation model series courses, because they'll give you a full in-depth detail how to build out your apps. And you're going to be building many apps end-to-end, leveraging Apple's on-device LLM and building out production ready apps. Yeah. So with that, we have reached the end of this video. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in another video. Thank you.